What we have here is the Resto Shaman Mage Tower Challenge. Live audio. Mic was muted, so we're gonna do some voiceover.
Your arrival is well timed. I expect the attack to come at any moment. Before it does, let me urge the two of you to return to Bradensbrook. This doesn't need to be your fight.
No way I'm staying behind. The attacks on my town must be stopped.
Better to kill him here than have him trampling my crops. Let's be about it, Elf.
We got old Jared Saddock's on here.
Lord Ravencrest may be derelict
Charging.
in his duties,
No
but
fuck you.
I am not.
So, it's pretty
Soldiers,
straightforward.
attack!
This was a one-shot for me. Pretty easy, especially with the gear I got. First mechanic we have here is this arrow. It comes from an archer that usually spawns in the back. If that hits you, it gives you a debuff that drains your mana. So what you want to do is you want to loss it with one of your other party members. And you see I use Grandma there. So she takes the hit, here it is again, and I don't get the debuff, which would drain all my mana. They do, however, when they get hit with it, as you can see, take a lot of ticking damage. So it's important to keep heals on them when they're doing that. And this phase is pretty straightforward. You see the arcane guy over there. He has a stacking arcane buff every time you cast Arcane Blast. I should be interrupting and purging it, but I'm just not. I'm just healing through it because gear. And once you feel comfortable with everyone's health, it's pretty important to throw some damage in. Just kind of speed things up. If you don't feel comfortable DPSing while doing it, then you don't have to. They'll kill them eventually. But you can also use your stun totem to cancel any of the stuff they're gonna do. Like here, I use it. You should save it for the knife dancers, though. When they do their knife dance, 'cause this right here, it's a channeled thing. You can see the guy in the back is channeling it, and it does huge AoE damage to everyone. And then after the knife dance, he'll run in and fixate you. You can kite it if you want, but honestly, he doesn't hurt that bad. Especially, I've got Prydaz on, so I could like tank him all day. It wouldn't be no problem. There's the knife dance. Oh, this is also the one mage tower where you can actually loot stuff. So if you want that great item, go loot that. You see the knife dance does damage, but it's not too significant by itself. It's when it's stacked on with the mana sting debuff and arcane blast that it gets kind of scary. Got two knife dances here, so this is the perfect time to stun totem to cancel that out. Just keep healing. Fixate one on myself and one on Grandma. So just gonna keep the rain down. It's important to keep your healing stream and your healing rain down as much as possible during these damage steps, because they do just a lot of passive healing that you don't have to fool with. And here we see double knife dance. You can see he starts doing a good bit of damage. Even two knife dances together isn't enough to kill. But if you stack it on with other mobs, it could be dangerous. Double knife dance, throw down the stun totem to cancel it. Heal everyone up, and then we're just going for damage. This phase is nearly over. We have one more set of ads after this. It's going to be a mage, a soldier, and a archer. Those are the three types that you can get, different combinations of them. There's the mage, interrupts his arcane blast. Jared starts taking a lot of damage there. There's the knife dance. I don't have the stun totem though, and you can also see the archer teleported behind us. But I landed first shot with Grandma, so this is a pretty intense healing phase when you have all three of the mobs out, especially when you get fixated. I lost track of Grandma there. I didn't know where she went, even though she stayed right where she was. So I ran into melee range and lost the. Oh, Jared, getting close. Fine. I ran into melee range to make the arrow hit Jared or the rogue. I don't know what the rogue's called. So if you lose track of Grandma and you need to lost the arrow, you can always just run into melee range and it'll probably hit Jared or the rogue. Jared's usually the tank though, so if he gets hit with the dagger, you can see he takes a lot of damage. So you just gotta be wary of that. And that's phase 1. It's I don't want to say it's the hardest part, because the final phase is probably the hardest part. But this is probably the second hardest for sure. If you can make it past this, you can probably do it. Because this middle phase is
now occupies his chambers.
You can drink here. It's pretty, as you can see, I was about to. You should probably stop here to drink, because they'll wait for you up there. You're not on a timer yet, so you just sit here and drink. You can go get a drink in real life if you want AFK for 20 minutes. It doesn't matter.
The gate is closing. Look out!
You are mine!
My head.
Some serious RP going on right here.
This one is strong. No matter.
So you see there's eyes all around this room. You need to kill all of them before you can proceed. But every time you kill one, it explodes for a good bit of damage. So what you want to do is single target them down, and if your health gets too low, heal yourself back up before you kill more. You don't want to AoE here, because if you kill them all at the same time, you're going to insta-die. So you are on a timer. If you look over at the right, you have 5 minutes to get up to the top and help your friends out. But it's honestly not that punishing of a timer. You're fine. Here, just have to kill some ads, stun them all, chain lightning. Easy peasy. They honestly don't hurt. If you just keep down, like keep a Riptide on yourself and keep a healing stream down, it'll probably sustain you through it. I am using Prydaz, so if you don't have Prydaz, then you'll probably take a bit more damage, have to do more healing, but all in all, you'll be alright, because they don't hurt. And honestly, with the gear you can get now, even from LFR, the timer's not strict at all. Now here, all of these ads start ticking down, and you see the guy that was running around, you have to dispel him. So you dispel him, that's easy, one button, and then these, heal them all up equally, because they're burning, and if they tick down, they spawn into an ad that you have to kill, and that's going to slow you down. So just throw a healing surge and a Riptide in every single one, and just go around like a triangle, healing them all up, and then they'll all heal up at the same time. You won't have no trouble with it. You see here, this is an archer. She's trying to do the mana sting again, but I just dropped a stun totem and it canceled it, so that was easy. Here, you're just going to throw some chain lightnings to clear the path. If one is a lone stray, you can just flame strike it. You're just going to chain lightning, run through. This is a little difficult, but it's not too bad. As you can see, do like no damage with the health pulls that we have now. Here we've got an Inquisitor. He's got eyes with him, just like we did back in that room. When you kill one, it explodes. So you just have to go around and kill all the eyes first. The Inquisitor does spawn those other laser beams that circle around, which makes it a little more complicated, but it's not too bad. Just a little bit extra damage. Just take it slow. As you can see, I've still got 2 minutes and 30 seconds, and once I kill this guy, the timer's done. So the timer's pretty lenient. You'll be alright. You just take it slow and steady. Easy peasy.
We made it. Praise Illum.
Open up the gate
I doubt we had much time
to
left.
start the RP for the next
Things are
phase.
still a bit foggy, but I can stand and fight.
If you're low on
Prepare
mana, you want
yourselves.
to drink here too.
Prydaz has been bewitched by the Legion and sees only enemies. Hold a moment and catch your breath. Then we move.
You are a traitor to our people, siding
I
with these
reused
demon
a
worshippers.
flask there, because I was running. My flask had like a minute left.
Worshippers. I am. We are.
What's happening? Blood feels like it's boiling. I...
Demons, all of ya.
What delicious irony. The demons are so quick to turn on one another.
So here, the Inquisitor did some mean things, unspeakable things to your team, and now they're all going to fight each other. They honestly don't hurt each other too bad if you keep a healing. Just keep your healing rate on them
Arise, soldiers!
and a stream tap down, and they'll probably be all right.
But
The real thing here is him channeling. What he does is he takes these souls from outside. You can see here, and he starts sucking them in. You have to heal them. If you heal them up to full, then they'll drop, and he won't suck them in. If they get sucked in when he stops channeling at the end of this phase, they spawn into a bunch of ads that you have to kill. So the more you can heal here, the better. You can see I used a healing tide there to, and then just spammed Riptides and healing surges to get them healed up. This is the phase where I use most of my cooldowns. See, I Ascendance here, space it out. That guy just insta got healed. Ascendance is an insane cooldown. And the next set, there's 3 times he channels this. You have to heal up 9 ads, 3 each time.
Rise. Yes.
Drop a stream there, and I think I gifted the Naru that guy, so he'll just pretty much heal himself up. Then I just tunnel this guy, and that was easy.
Sensation? A dark force.
Just make sure you spread out your cooldowns through that, and you can get through it easy, because you don't really need the cooldowns for that phase. I used a Lay Torrent here. It was probably not necessary. I was about half mana, and there's not enough time to drink. It probably wasn't necessary, but I did it anyways. Now here, you can see the ball above my head is a debuff. When that debuff runs out, expires, it explodes. It does damage to my group. You can see there, Jared just took a lunch. Yeah, I did think it was Jared. So what you want to do is you want to stand in the green pools, which do ticking damage, to lower your health percentage. So when the thing explodes, it doesn't instantly wipe your group. If you notice, it doesn't do any damage to you. It just does damage to your group. So you can sit on lower health. It's probably important not to heal yourself to full, or even probably above 50% this phase, because you're just gonna have to drop again every time you get a debuff. You see, he leaps with green onto you every time. He does a debuff, and then he leaps on you with green. See there, I was just barely under 50%, and it did not an important amount of damage to the raid. I can heal it up easy. Something you do want to take into consideration, though, is the spacing of these pools. If you just kind of stand around willy-nilly, then you'll see you can quickly run out of room to stand in. I should have been, I start using my healing streams here. Get the buff again, throw some damage in. I should step into the green. Yeah, there I go. And that's perfect. See, when you're that low on health, it does no damage to the raid. You do have a danger of dying to his green slam if you are that low all the time. You can see me throwing it. I'm just trying to hurry up here, throwing in damage, because as you can see, I'm out of space to stand. So I found that one spot in the corner, and then I ran off. And I just realized I didn't even use heroism. So this was a one shot.
Thank you, hero.
No baby rage. Good vibes only.
A wedge into our forces. The Kirin Tor will be pleased to learn of our victory. They gave me something to see your way back to them.
Pretty straightforward. Now let's check out that fatty achievement weapon. Oh. Hold the shield awful weird. And then it's transmog, so you can't see it. There's the achievement. Turning off the transmog here so we can see the weapon skin, which it looks alright. It's like nothing fantastic though. You know? That's the Retro Shaman Mage Tower.